the show. Right now, a look at obituaries presented by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Pre-need to at-need, funerals, burials, and cremations since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home has been your Dignity Memorial Funeral Home provider. Now, Curtis & Son Funeral Home in Sylacauga and Childersburg, 256-245-4361. In obituary news this Thursday morning, Nadine Ann Fowler Banks died September the 10th in Sylacauga at the age of 87. A graveside service for Nadine will be held Saturday, September 20th at 11 a.m. from Evergreen Memorial Cemetery Mausoleum. The service will be officiated by Pastor Carolyn Goza, Curtis & Son Funeral Home, directing that service. Donna Marie Massey, age 66 of Crockwell, passed away on September 14th. Visitation is today, 1 until 2, at Kilgrove Funeral Home in Pell City. Funeral service to follow at 2 in the chapel with burial in the Oak Ridge Cemetery. Kilgrove Funeral Home, Pell City, in charge of the arrangements. Norman Wayne Stevens of Talladega died on September the 12th. Celebration of life will be held, actually that was held yesterday in Talladega. Now, Norman Stevens, he was a giant of a man for sure. He served in Vietnam for the U.S. Army from 1967 to 1969, the most harrowing years. He served in the 164th Aviation Group, part of the 1st Aviation Brigade. He received the Air Medal for Heroism as a door gunner aboard UH-1D after retrieving an Air Force pilot who had ejected from his aircraft. Norman and his other gunner left their aircraft into a flooded rice paddy to find the pilot beyond help. An enemy fire raked the area. They quickly recovered him from his parachute and harness and carried him back to the aircraft over 100 yards. He and his airborne squad unscathed escaped and flew the soldier's body to an airbase there, the busiest airport in the world at that time, Tan Son Nhut Air Base. Norman was one of two times he went to the base near Saigon. The other time was to have ice cream, and he thought it was the biggest treat. During his service medal, during his 2 terms of service in war, he was awarded the National Defense Service Medal, Vietnam Service Medal, Vietnam Campaign Medal, Good Conduct Medal, and Army Commendation Apprenticeship Medal. He also worked for Kimberly-Clark, where he trained as an electrician through the IBEW apprenticeship program. He goes on to be an associate, earn an Associate of Science degree from Gadsden State Community College. He was a big NFL guy, big Alabama guy, and he was well thought of. Norman Wayne Stevens of Talladega. In lieu of flowers, Mr. Stevens' family asks that you make a donation in his memory to a charity of your choice. For more information, you can contact Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega. Peggy Joyce Robinson Bright, age 85 of Munford, died Saturday, September 13th. Celebration of life will be held in her honor 2 o'clock Saturday, September 20th from Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega. Kelly Horn officiating. The family receiving friends at the funeral home 1 hour prior to the service. Mrs. Bright was a native and lifelong resident of Talladega County and attended Talladega High School. Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega in charge of the arrangements. Lena Wade Landers, age 94, Sylacauga, died Thursday, September the 11th. Visitation for Ms. Landers will be Saturday, 11:30 until 1:30 at Curtis & Son North, followed by a funeral service at 1:30. Committal service will occur at Green Hill Memorial Gardens in Childersburg following the service. All services officiated by myself, Jimmy Tubbs, and Joey Collier. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Childersburg, North Chapel, in charge of the arrangements. Visitation for Donna Marie Massey, age 66, is today at Kilgrove Funeral Home in Pell City with a funeral service at 2. Elizabeth Betty Jane Hollis, age 95, of Pell City, died September the 16th. Visitation at Coosa Valley Church of God for Elizabeth will be Friday, September 19th, beginning at 9:30, with a funeral service beginning at 11. Burial in the Coosa Valley Church of God Cemetery. Fond memories and expressions of sympathy may be shared at kilgrovefh.com for the Hollis family. Kilgrove Funeral Home in Pell City, in charge of the arrangements. This obituary report this morning brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.